Hello class. This video is designed to help you with revising Essay 3, especially your body paragraphs. It's about organizing, it's about being focused, it's about using quotes well. So we're going to go through all these things. It's less than you think because these things are all connected. Give information before a quote, add detail, add explanation, divide and expand, start a paragraph with a specific claim, not a vague generality, and organize more precisely. So you will see that all of these things are connected. So I hope this will help you revise your essay. Here we go. Okay, how to revise using a sample body paragraph. So what I have is a sample body paragraph about an essay that you're not writing. So it's about Educated by Tara Westover, but it's not your topic. So we're just using it as a sample. Okay, essay question. What are the beliefs of Gene Westover, Tara's dad? Do these beliefs make sense, or does he have evidence to support them? Why is Dad this way? Describe his beliefs in detail, but also analyze them psychologically. So this is, imagine you're writing an essay about Dad's strange beliefs, Tara's dad. Okay, and here's your rough thesis for the essay. Dad believes a lot of unusual things. These beliefs are often false and crazy. That's not a great thesis yet, but let's say that that's your start. Okay? So here is a body paragraph. So imagine that this is not an introduction. It's a body paragraph. Imagine that it's somewhere in the essay. We don't know where. Okay? Probably early in the paper. It's one of your body paragraphs. Okay? So let's look at it. A body paragraph. Tara Westover's father has some very strange beliefs. Dad believes that, quote, public school is a ploy by the government to lead children away from God. Westover 5. Dad is also really worried that the feds will come after them. In Dad's words, they're freedom fighters. They wouldn't let the government brainwash their kids in them public schools, so the feds came after them. Westover 8. For Dad, then, it is important to be ready for an attack by the feds. Dad, a devout Mormon, also believes that the family must be ready for the days of abomination. Westover, XIV. Okay. So this is not a bad start as body paragraphs go. You can see that the author has a topic sentence. So this is a claim that the author is making. And then the author supports it with some evidence. So it's not a bad start. Also, this author has citations. And these citations are correct. Author's last name and page number, like we've been doing all semester. Okay, so now let's look a little more closely. Tara Westover's father has some very strange beliefs. Dad believes that public school is a ploy by the government to lead children away from God. Notice that we need a little more information here. One mistake I see in rough drafts is that people sometimes just go straight to the quote. Like, you've chosen that quote. It's a good quote, but you need to slow down and give a little information first. So, for example, in this case, in the case of this quote, notice that the author hasn't told the reader that Tara and the other kids don't go to school. Well, that's important information. So we're going to add something before the quote. Dad doesn't let the kids. So Dad doesn't let the kids go to school. Add a little detail here. Keep going. All right, maybe that much. You'll have your citation. Okay. So give a little information before your quote. I saw this a lot in Essay 2. Those really interesting quotes from Ta-Nehisi Coates. You got to give some context. Like, how old is he? What's going on? What other information does the reader need? So give some background information before a quote. Okay. And that'll really improve it. So our body paragraph is starting to get longer because you have some information before the quote. Next, Dad believes that public school is a ploy by the government to lead children away from God. Dad is also really worried that the feds will come after them. In Dad's words, they're freedom fighters. They wouldn't let the government brainwash their kids in them public schools, so the feds came after them. Okay. So again, we have some evidence to support the topic sentence, right? The claim at the beginning of the paragraph. However, again, we need some information before the quote. So look at this. They're freedom fighters. Who are the freedom fighters? You haven't told us, right? So this author needs more information. And again, you choose those great quotes and use them. But often you need information before the quote, and then it'll really make sense. So in this case, if you research this, you find out that the family was the Weavers. And there's a conversation in the book. And so I'm going to go back to my notes. Here's my notes on the book. I'm going to go back in the book. I'm going to find that spot where they're talking about it. And I'm going to give more information about it. Before I say their freedom, I need to say who they is. So I'm going to add some background information. One night, Dad is telling them about, so he's telling them about these people, and I'm just going to put in a bunch of information, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now, when I get to this quote, it's going to make sense because I've told you who they is, and I've given a little setup. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. For Dad, then, it is really important to be ready for an attack by the feds. Dad, a devout Mormon, also believes that the family must be ready for the days of abomination. Notice here, it fits in a way. It's one of his strange beliefs. But it's just one sentence at the end of the paragraph. It kind of got tacked on. Generally, you don't want a quote at the end of a paragraph ever. And this is just a whole new thing, and you need more information. So, at this point, I think we need to start cutting up this paragraph. So I'm going to do that. So, this is a whole new paragraph, and I need a bunch of information. Like, this is a whole new thing. His religious beliefs about the what is the days of abomination anyway? This needs a lot more information. So I'm now I'm really starting to expand the paper. So this is what we call divide and expand. You're going to make a new paragraph because your reader has no idea what you're talking about. You need a bunch of more information. You need explanation. Okay? All right, so you can see that I'm going to start dividing this paragraph. All right, so let's go back. So we've started to make this paragraph bigger. And when you start doing that, you start realizing that you should cut it up. And I've been telling people this on their drafts. I've been giving this feedback all semester, that when your paragraph gets long, you need to start cutting it up. Okay? And when you do, your essay is going to be organized better. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of this paragraph. He starts off with public school. But notice here, so he's on public school. But notice here he switches to the feds and how the feds might attack. So I think now you need to cut this paragraph up some more. So I'm going to hit enter. So now I'm starting to organize much better. I'm going to have a paragraph about the public school. Just that. I'm going to have a paragraph about Dad being worried about the feds, right? He thinks the government's going to attack them. And this is a great topic. You could research the Weavers and that family that actually did get attacked by the feds, and you could find out what happened. You could expand with detail, okay? And then I have this third paragraph about we're starting to get to dad and religion. Probably I'm going to add something before this sentence to kind of introduce my theme of dad and religious beliefs. So now I've divided into 3 paragraphs. And each paragraph is going to be about something more specific. Okay? So let's go back to the beginning then. Just this part. So our plan is divide and expand. So we cut this paragraph up and then we're going to expand with more detail. So notice that this paragraph here, once we've divided, is about the kids not going to school because dad believes that the schools are full of socialists and Illuminati and all that, right? But now look at this very first topic sentence. At first, this beginning seemed okay, but now we realize that it's much too broad. And this is essential for learning to write long papers. Each body paragraph is about something specific. So if you find yourself making a really broad statement like this, then you need to revise. Each body paragraph is about just a little thing, a little piece of the overall pie. Okay? So here, we need to change this. Notice that this topic sentence here is basically the thesis. So this is the topic of the whole essay. So it can't be the topic of one body paragraph. One body paragraph is just something specific. So now we're going to revise it to say that Tara Westover's father doesn't believe in public school. Okay? So now it's more specific because this body paragraph is just about that strange belief. It's not about his strange beliefs in general. Okay? So I think if you go through this process, you have a rough draft paragraph that's kind of broad and has a lot of different stuff in it. Start chopping it up. Chop up your big rough draft paragraphs and use this strategy. Notice now I can start revising my outline. So maybe body paragraph 1 is about public school. Maybe in my revised outline, body paragraph 2 is about the Fed. So this is revising step 2, clarify. And then body paragraph 3 is going to be something about his religious beliefs. But I have to figure that out. I have to research it more, I think. But notice now I can go back to my outline and start making the things on the outline more precise. Like I'm developing a better organization for my paper by cutting up this body paragraph. Okay. So I hope that helps you to revise your paper. Thanks.